In the interview, you can see that Lupe Fiasco, he contradicted himself when he speaks on how to eliminate racism, and then later on in the interview, he's appalled at Al Sharpton's movement towards eliminating the word nigger or nigga, that's to say, and he says word for word that in the first part of the interview he says that the next generation has to grow up unaware of separation, and I mean they have to grow up unaware of the type of classes, any type of economic differences. They can't have that history. And he said that word for word. And then later on he says, after he knocks Barack Obama with a ridiculous statement, he says Al Sharpton is the same way with nigga, nigga, nigga. I love the word nigga. You know what I'm saying? This shit is great. Because it represents our history. It represents this country, what it's about. And so why would you abolish that? What kind of leadership is that? That's exactly what it says. He's questioning, his leadership ability. Now I'm not in here, speaking in defense of Al Sharpton. I don't necessarily like some of the views or some of the other things that Al Sharpton does. But Lupe Fiasco, he says for the next generation to move on without racism or segregation of any kind or any classes, that you have to eliminate history, the previous history of racism and everything. But at the same time, he's mad because he wants to keep the N-word because it's our history, it's what this country represents, and everything is history. So he's not necessarily clear on that. It's just more backwards talking. And another backwards thing I want to talk to you about when I mentioned Barack Obama, he says a drug dealer would crush him in a conversation. He didn't say debate. Hopefully, I don't know what he was talking about. He didn't really go into details about that. He just threw out some hate toward Barack Obama for no reason, And maybe it could be because he said something prior to that, like way before this, and I think it was like a message board, and he just completely just dissed Barack Obama and just gave props to Hillary Clinton just because he feels that a woman will represent more change. And it was just something I mean I'll have to look it up later and just speak on it later, but he's just been really going hard at Barack Obama, and there's nothing, he doesn't really go specifically into details about it either. He just sounds like a hater. He sounds like he's taking my job, and that's me right here, but at least I do it with some class, He just goes out there and just slanders the dude, and that's not cool because, like I was saying earlier, a lot of kids just look up to rappers. I mean, you got somebody that sounds educated on the mic, or he's very lyrical with what he says on the mic. That's why a lot of people like him. But when you got this guy just throwing some ignorant stuff out in the interview, he's leading a new pack of fans or stands, like Eminem calls them. But I just hate to find out that a lot of people are just going to be against Barack Obama or support Malcolm X views that we have to go out and kill these crackers, quote unquote, what Lupe Fiasco said about this guy. It's just that I think Lupe Fiasco is just doing a lot of things and saying a lot of things just for the sake of being different versus actually looking into things himself in full detail before actually making valid opinions. I can respect his opinion about Hillary Clinton, why he supports Hillary Clinton, but at the same time, you just can't go out and say, I'm not going to go vote for either candidate, I'm not going to vote at all, but I like Hillary Clinton. What is that? You know what I'm saying? So I can respect his opinion that, you know, Malcolm X is better than, you know, Martin Luther King, or he thought he was a better leader. I mean, I can respect that, but when you go out and bash Martin Luther King by saying that, you know, he was he's fighting for a pipe dream, something that's unrealistic, something that's a lie. I mean, like, seriously, like, this guy just sounds like he has like hate in his blood or something. Like, it's uneducated in every sense of the word when he you know, speaks down about something, especially in that interview. So Lupe Fiasco, I'm just very disappointed in that, because he's just setting a wrong model. Like, he's doing himself more harm than he is good, because I can't necessarily I can't support a guy who says things like that. Like, it's just like, why? Like, how come you just can't make music and speak on music? Do what you do best. Like, speak on what you do best. And from what everybody can understand, what you came into the industry for was music. Just stick to music. Don't verge out into politics and speak on things you don't know about, that you think you know about when you really don't. Because it really shows every time you speak on something. It just reminds me of the time when he had did that hip hop tribute performance for Tribe Called Quest, and he messed up, and he went out and said he never listened to, you know, the Tribe and a bunch of other things after that. But why do you feel like it's necessary to say that? Then, you know, his response was that, you know, everybody's attacking him and things like that. Like, everybody messes up. You don't have to tell everybody that you never really listened to Tribe, because, like, then, you know, it just shows that you didn't necessarily care about the fans or anybody who really supports the Tribe. And it kind of correlates with his comments now, you know, when he speaks down about Barack Obama and he speaks down about Martin Luther King. Like, he doesn't consider how many people who do, you know, hold these people very, very high because of what they've done. And it's pretty sad. It hurts his image more than it boosts his. And it brings a lot of unnecessary attention. Because, you know, when you speak to somebody about Lupe Fiasco, they'll be like, oh, isn't that the guy who dissed the Tribe Called Quest? Or is that the guy who's dissing Barack Obama? They're not going to recognize Lupe Fiasco for his music, what he should be recognized for. So he really needs to just stick to that lane and just follow it, because it's just very unnecessary. You don't see guys like Jay-Z talking about politics, or you don't see guys like, you know, Snoop Dogg, or they do what they do best. You know, they stick to that, you know, and that's all you can ask for. So this is the class area here. I just wanted to speak on what, you know, Lupe Fiasco was talking about, and I'll check in with you guys next time. I'm out.